Still YouTube. Still. It's your boy, Badass Trucker, with another one. This video is gonna be about, I don't know. Supposed to get my truck back today. We're gonna see what happened with that. My belt on my tension on my truck. That shit costs $9.91. Plus the water pump, it's like $1,500. That's like a $2,600 problem. But at least they figured out the issue.
We doing a YouTube video right now.
You feel me? Yeah,
Graduated with these two niggas. Graduated with these two niggas. These niggas don't even watch my videos. Cold ass niggas.
I'm like, subscribe, all that.
I got this
like
nigga. I got both of these niggas on YouTube. I got both of these niggas on YouTube taking their tests, and these niggas don't even watch my videos. Y'all watch my shit, but these niggas.
You wanna go there, man? They already got their truck and shit. I'm over here, a company driver. You know,
this nigga right here.
There's ins and outs, though. There's ins and outs.
Dylan.
I'm still a company driver.
Okay. And this nigga right here.
That owner operator shit. You feel me? You
so
wanna be down? Wait, go get your CDL.
What's the difference?
First thing is the CDL.
What you think about Torro?
Torro, it's cool. It just, you know, if you gotta put in the work. Don't expect to get a handout. I don't, no handouts.
What you think about Torro?
Like you say, I think it's all right. Could be better. A little more instructors, a little more help, and
they're gonna give you the main
like
thing.
you say, you got to put in the work.
Yep.
You put in the work, you get rewarded. You don't put in that work, then you don't get rewarded.
What you say the pros and the cons about local company driving?
The thing with me is I get to go home every night. I'm gonna just put it this way. I probably make like, I make double digits. I'm up there for a company driver.
Okay, put it like this. Where'd you start? When you was making what you was making to what you making now?
You know, I've been out for like since 2018. I did like a decade. I did like 8.5 years. So when I first got out, I started dishwashing. I was making $12 an hour. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
And then
that went to what after that?
And then, you know, I started learning from the dudes inside the kitchen. Like, man, I'm not trying to wash all the dishes. I want to move to something else. So I ended up doing this prep cook. I moved to 14, and that shit wasn't enough.
And then what?
Wasn't enough. So
what made you even get in the truck? Who made you want to get out the cooking shit?
I just had to find something better. And I, you know, as being a felon and stuff, like, man, what could I do that I'm up there in the double digits? And it was more me.
Who pointed you in that direction? Like, you looked in a book, a commercial?
What? You know what I really think it was? See, you asked me this before, but I think what it was.
What about with you?
I think I looked on Google. I think I looked on Google and I asked, "What's the highest paying job for a felon?"
And that's
truck
what.
Driver is one of the ones.
And okay, so that makes sense because you was like, okay, felons,
all real. That's
and they make all this money.
Yeah.
Boom. What made you say, "Fuck it"? I need some bigger bread. I need this whatever. What I was doing before ain't working. And trucking might be it.
Well, shit, what made me was, I guess a few years back before I started truck driving, I used to work in the warehouse.
Dylan.
I used to be throwing all them boxes.
Dylan.
Sweating like a slave.
Right here.
And then one day I seen one of the drivers outside chilling, watching us load the trucks up. I'm like, man, what you do?
Oh, you asked somebody?
Yeah, what you do? He like, man, I just move the containers from yard to yard.
Oh, he's the yard goat. You talking about the yard goat shit?
No, he wasn't a yard goat.
Oh, he was an actual truck driver.
He was an actual truck driver. And I'm like, shit, I want to do what you do, what you got to do. He like, get your CDL. And from now on, I ain't never looked back.
You went and got the CDL, you went and looked in Torro?
Yeah. Well, actually, my other homeboy wanted me to go to his one school that he went to. But that shit was like $6K. Yeah. $6K, $7K.
What school was that? Cause Roadmasters is like $6,800, GSF is like $4,800, and they strict as fuck. Like all them people that I know that go to GSF now, it's like nigga,
it's strict as fuck.
They strict, bro. Like the classes is, I don't know. It ain't like just Toro. Just go do your thing and stay up for how many hours you want to, and it ain't like that. And they only got 6 gears, so it's kind of easier for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
versus
so
10.
That thing back to what you were saying about company drivers. See, you know, I think I make like gross. I make like in the 1,500
A week.
That's a week. That's every Friday. Every Friday I get paid. So
Okay, what
compared
you
to my
what
boys,
is it?
You guys were saying
What you
is
make
like,
it?
you guys can make that.
What you make it an hour?
What
would you say, an hour?
I make 37 right now.
So you went
an
from
hour.
14 to 37.
Yeah, I went from 14 to 37. Yeah.
Or
I'm sorry. I went from 14 to 27 because
And-
I worked at MDB.
And you felt that wasn't enough.
And then, well, it was
It was
cool.
cool.
It, had
It was cool, but you felt
then
like,
I seen
nigga,
another company
that was paying more.
that was paying $10 more, and I was like, what? I'm
Why
going
ain't over there?
here. And then everybody was like, well, you know, just you got to have a year, you got to have 2 years experience, you got to go over the road for a little bit.
Is that real? Is that real?
You can do whatever you put your mind to. I'm gonna say it just like that.
Do you have to be an OTR driver starting out?
I never been over the road. Never, not once. I never drove a big rig.
So that's not true that you have to be on the road OTR before you do local.
No, sir.
You can start off doing local.
Whatever you want to do. If you get your license, man, and you do the footwork, you run around LA, and you live in LA, you're gonna find local work without going over the road. I mean, I'm gonna put it this way.
And
I had my license a week later. I went to a company, and I just went in there, did a road test and everything. That was it. I was hired.
That easy.
That easy. I was in there.
So would you say the local pay is worth it?
Man.
Compared to
Seeing you guys.
I mean, but you can't compare.
No. I'm not comparing, but just, I mean.
You know why you say why you can't compare? Because I'm saying like, okay.
No, I can't compare.
Like, no, you can't compare because we're doing a little more. We're doing a lot more. You're doing a certain amount of hours a day.
Yeah. I'm doing 10.
You get what I'm saying?
Hours, max 11 hours a day. But I mean, you guys do one trip, and that's like.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, what I'm not comparing, but the thing is, from what I see my boys do over the road, and then what I do company, I'm sitting in. The
you see
port,
the difference.
I'm sitting in the port 6-7 hours. You know what I'm saying? Getting paid by the hour. Where my boys can just get on the app or whatever they do and just boom, one load and go do that, and it could take them 2 days to get what I get paid a week and a half. They get paid in 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. But you know, this is just all temporary. You know, I'm just starting from the.
So eventually, you want your own day cab to do your local shit?
For sure, I'm gonna have my own day cab, and I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna be local, but it's gonna be you know, I'll even do a little regional, like from here to Vegas, or you know, I'm gonna be home every night. My main thing is I want to come home every night.
So being an employee, company driver, you don't have to deal with the maintenance or the gas.
You don't got to deal with the maintenance. You ain't got to deal with the gas. I mean, I ain't got to deal with a lot of things, man. It's like the only
thing that you got to deal with is safety.
Deal with, though. The thing is I got to deal with is I got to deal with if I want to call off, I gotta text dispatch and say.
You gotta ask.
I gotta say, hey, I ain't gotta ask.
Or you gotta just.
You really don't gotta ask, but you gotta.
You gotta tell somebody. You gotta tell somebody.
It's like you're abandoning your job, or like a no call, no show.
Right.
Yeah, as a professional truck driver, and you work for a company, you gotta let that company know, like, you ain't coming in for the day.
Basically.
So I was like, oh, I'm not. You know, I got errands I gotta run today, and I'm not gonna make it in. Compared to you, it's like if I don't want to work,
just don't go. So if you don't want to go to work, being a owner operator, how does that go? If you don't want to go to work, you go. Do somebody make you go? Can somebody make you go?
No, you just don't go. Owner operator, you can do what you want to do.
So when you don't go, you don't get paid either.
Yeah, pretty much. You don't go, you don't get paid.
So if your truck break down, are you responsible for it by yourself, or somebody help you? What about gas?
Yeah.
That's on you too?
Yeah.
Insurance? It's on you too?
Insurance, everything. Everything is on you when you're on the operator.
So when you're a company driver, when you're a company driver, all that stuff is not on you. And when you're on the operator, all the stuff is on you. So that's the difference.
Yeah, I ain't gotta worry about none of that.
So with the more responsibility that you do have, you get more money with that.
Yeah. That's probably why too, though.
Because you got more responsibility.
And like, as far as him being
the company,
a company driver, you know, when his truck break down,
he just call them and they give him a whole nother truck and swap it out. Is that how it works? They swap it out?
My truck I got a flat tire, they'll fix it real fast, but like say an engine problem, they'll like, can you make it to the yard? If not, the tow truck will come, they pay for everything.
It's basically no hassle. If the truck check engine light, flat tire, you're not stressed about it because you just call somebody and they come fix it.
Yeah.
And you get back to work.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think a lot of people get comfortable with that company shit because you ain't got to worry about really nothing. I mean,
so that
if I want to sit at McDonald's for a whole hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm on the clock.
You chilling.
I'm chilling.
Versus you
got to make it happen.
You sitting down on the road, not moving, is not making no money. Versus him sitting down at McDonald's for 2 hours, he's getting paid because he's on the clock by hours, right?
Yeah. Unless I already have my load and I'm just sitting there chilling.
So what's the pros and cons about being able to pick up your load when you feel like picking it up and taking it and dropping it when you feel like dropping it?
No, well, pretty much we got to go to a load board where we pick up all our loads from. We go on a load board. It's called DAT. I can look them up. And pretty much I go on the load board, I find the load, and it has a specific time when you have to pick it up and a specific time where it has to be dropped.
So if you drop it off late, do you get dinged for that?
No.
If you drop it off early, do they let you drop it off early?
Sometimes.
Does it look bad if you drop it off late?
That's a good question.
Does it mess up time? Do you have some type of score?
Late, so I don't know.
What about you? If you drop off a container later or whatever, is it ding you?
No, they don't ding me. They're gonna have to reappointment or something. They're gonna have to figure it out.
So the port, it's appointments only?
There's appointments and there's free flow. So free flow means like it's an empty in, load out, no appointment needed. But like load out, you're gonna need an appointment. And I'm not a dispatcher. I'm a driver. So I just whatever dispatches me, I just do what they say on my time. I'm an hourly man.
How many local loads do you do in a day in your run?
That day, because I get paid by the hour.
So it's up to you.
I get paid by the hour, so it's like it depends on how I feel that day. And do I want to? If I'm feeling smooth, and it really depends on the port too, because it gets people that are port drivers, or if you ain't done this yet, the ports get crazy. Ports get real crazy sometimes, man. I sat in the port for 7-8 hours one time, but days, a normal day is about 2-3 hour wait.
How much does it cost to get set up to get inside the port? How much you got to pay?
I'm not too sure because I don't have my own day cab and all that. I don't got to worry about that. But as far as what my boy Jay said, he said that it costs like $200 to enroll. Like
is that a year for a year? That's for the year?
For every month, you got to pay $200 a month just to have an RFID tag on your truck.
Oh, they
but
coming
it's
up.
Worth it. I mean, if you're doing an empty in load out of the port, you're pulling out of the port to take it. It's gonna be a little money. But I got a question from my boys, the homies. As you guys being owner operator, I don't know how personal you guys want to get. It don't even got to get that personal.
You can say, nigga, ask questions.
Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Like you guys said, like you gotta pay for insurance, all that stuff. Is it really like the money's all good? Like is that good?
Yeah. You can pay for it. I feel like, because insurance, everybody's insurance is different. Everybody, probably for people that have been operating longer, they have cheaper insurance.
Yeah.
Like if you just starting jumping out the gate, you're gonna be at like 2,000.
Like when you say jump out the gate,
1,700, something like that.
Like jumping out the gate, that's like
is 1680.
That's crazy. I don't know why it's 16. Mine's is 18 and some change. I think we got the same insurance.
What?
I don't know. We're gonna have to see what's up with that. I don't know. We got the same insurance.
I've been operating longer than him.
Is that what it is? No. We all got our license the same month.
Same month, yeah.
So
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I don't know how that worked, but
you just probably if so, you just gotta look at the cover.
How much is your truck note? My truck note is 2147.
My truck note is like 18.
What the fuck is going on? We got the same truck.
No, you got a newer year. You got the 18, 2018, 17.
They both got Peterbilts.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got the newer thing.
Okay. So in total, this is my whole thing. This is what I try to get people to see. Okay, to save the bills in total is like $6K in total, right? If you can do a trip in 5 days and that gets you 10,000, like, and you still have 3 weeks to go. Like, if you had 6 months $6,000 worth of dollars worth of bills in a month, and you get 10,000 a week, you still got like
a whole month. You
You
saying?
still got 3 weeks to go. That's
Right.
30 extra thousand that you can get. We only talking about 6,000 worth of bills that you took care of the first week, and you still got $4,000 change. So that's $34,000 kind of like in your pocket still after the bills.
That's like
So-
like a whole 2 weeks, a
So
10, 11-hour
'cause
work day
people,
for
when
me.
they try to with the truck and shit, try to say the bills. Yeah. Gas is high.
You got a few.
Gas is high. Insurance is high. Truck payments, I don't know if you want to call them high, but the money that you're getting,
It pays off. What you're saying?
like your first
Way
week pays off all your bills. The first week pays off the truck bills and your personal bills.
Yeah.
So like it's like it weighs out like all the way. You know
So
what I'm saying?
what's your advice for me? What's your advice that you would give me as a company driver? I'm still saving up some money. Like I got quite a few thousand in the banks, but I'm still not quite there to get my own day cab. But what advice would you give me from right off the bat?
Stack your money.
Keep stacking?
Make sure you do whatever you can to make your credit go up.
Okay.
Because credit is more powerful than the money.
Okay. And what do you think, BJ? What do you think my advice is? Same?
Yeah, the same thing. Get your credit up. And, because your credit is powerful. And pretty much you want to save that money up.
Because credit is what I'm gonna need to get if I want to use to get the day cab. Credit is
Even if you don't have credit.
because you need a good down payment for the day
If your
cab.
credit is not so good, if you got a nice lump sum of money,
Right.
you're going to get it. That's all that.
My credit's pretty cool. Yeah.
The worse your credit is, the more money you got to put down.
Yeah.
The higher your truck payment is. You got decent credit and you put down if you got decent credit, then you won't have to put down so much money, and your truck note won't be so high.
Yeah. And both of you guys got sleepers, so day cab shouldn't be.
It should be a little easier because it's cheaper.
Right.
Because you're not
I'm
you're
thinking
not
a
paying
day
for the
cab
sleeper.
still going to be like 15, 12,
Right.
12 to 15 grand.
At least down. Yeah.
And you guys put
that's
like that
pretty good.
in,
We
like
put
another
20
10. Yeah.
20 plus down. I put 20.
I put down 38.
You put down
38.
38?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was balling before he got his job.
Right. Yeah.
I was just stacking because I knew.
Stack money. That's
I
what the
knew-
main
I
thing
knew,
is. All right.
like, okay, if I want to invest in something, why not invest in myself?
38. How much the truck cost?
It was 93 on the lot, but when I got the paper in the mail.
Oh, see, that's why too. My truck was only 75 when I first got mine.
Okay. See, he got it. See, he got that advantage, right? He jumped out the porch 6 months, so
Yeah.
shit didn't hit the fan yet. You know what I'm saying?
Prices
Yeah.
went up.
Shit didn't hit
No,
the fan.
no, yeah. He got that shit right
Yeah,
before it all
yeah,
happened.
Shit didn't hit the fan yet. So he got it at the decent price that the trucks were supposed to be. Soon as COVID came, they put 30,000 on it, and that's when I came two months later after him.
Yeah.
And I'm paying 23,000 more.
Yeah,
just
because
I
as
waited
far
2 months.
as I know, a good day cab, I've been looking at them like all the time, and they're up there like I want a good one. It's like 60. It's like
here's the
60.
thing, like the one I sent you, you gonna always find a day cab or a sleeper with a stick for cheaper.
Right.
All day.
I seen
all
that.
Day.
Yeah, I seen that.
Because a lot of people don't want to deal with.
Yeah,
the
I
stick.
seen that.
But with automatic, you can just get in and jump in and drive. So you gonna have to pay the real prices.
Yeah.
For that, 'cause you don't have to.
That's the truth
have to
right
learn
there.
that,
Yeah,
you just
I
jump in and
realize
go.
that. I realize that. Yeah,
That's why
because
the
the
one I
sticks
showed
are.
yesterday is-
That thing was clean.
It's clean.
37. That thing was.
Motherfucker clean.
But it's the only thing is it's a stick. But I mean, we all got our stick and stuff. But once I got in the automatic, man, I just don't want to go back to the stick.
I feel like you really
For
working.
real,
I feel like you really working. You really a trucker.
But people say, like, I be talking to people at my company, and they love the stick. And I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
they
it's that.
do.
But I mean, there's more control and shit. But it's like, I don't know. I just like, you know.
Yeah, especially now after driving for 15 hours.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, because I mean.
See, and that's one.
But after you gotta think about it. Like when you kind of going, you got it in 10th or whatever. You ain't shifting no more. You got it in 10th gear the whole time unless you gotta stop. But most of the time when you if you however many gears you got, you leaving it in that last gear to
go.
You only doing that bullshit in the city because you gotta stop at the light. You gotta stop to get on the whatever. Like I don't know. I ain't no stick type of dude. Give me automatic. Like put it on cruise control. Put my motherfucking feet up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
I don't want to be like
that's real.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? We truckers, but I don't want to.
Trying to make it as easy as possible.
Fit the fat man.
And honestly, my boy ain't came out the sandals since he got a CDL license.
Real shit. They comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like got comfortable. Some people like cowboy boots. Some people, you know.
I went there and I can't do it no more. Them boots got me all. I just wear regular shoes. I wear my own clothes. Man, get that CDL, man. If you ain't got that CDL, get that CDL license, man.
Get your CDL. Get your CDL. If you tired of being broke, you
tired of being broke.
Job, taking half your 80% of your bills.
You tired of dealing with people over your shoulder. You ain't got to deal with nobody.
Bullshit, bosses that be over your neck and over like all that fake employees, all that weird shit. Like, go get your CDL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be your own boss. Yeah. That's what you want to do. Be your own boss. Start your own business. Start your own corporation.
You want to wake up late and it don't be no problem? Wake up late. You want to fire yourself or hire yourself? Be your own boss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to tell yourself, hey, I ain't coming in today, and then you tell yourself, nigga, you better come in today. You can do that with your own boss. You know what I'm saying? You want to give yourself a raise? Give yourself a raise. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pros and cons to it. If you're your own boss, you got to deal with more shit, but you get more money. If you're a company driver, you don't have to deal with all the bullshit, but you get less money. So, I mean, pick your path. Different strokes for different folks.
So, during the week, a work week, like Monday through Friday, I work Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday off. You know, you get paid every single week, but it's like if you guys want to take off during the week, you just take off, huh? Take off when you want to, huh?
Yeah, just take off. If
you got errands to run, you want to go on vacation with your family, you just take off, huh?
Take off. Just take off.
That's the main thing. That's cool.
Nobody, no, just take off.
Go ahead and go, huh?
And then we getting paid as soon as we drop the load.
Straight when you drop the load, huh? It's hitting the account, huh?
As soon as you drop it.
It's hitting the account. Damn.
Bing, bing,
Man, that's what's up. I just gotta keep stacking. That's it.
That's it. That's a long